Hello everyone. This paper is introduction about a study on learning effectively and satisfaction by integrating social network analysis into cooperative learning. A case study of junior high school physics and chemistry in New Taipei City in Taiwan. This is the following I will introduce. Nowadays, the teaching interaction is insufficient in Taiwan. Students not only know how to recite textbook, practice test questions, and deal with exams. So we try to use the applying cooperative learning. Cooperating has also always emphasized group cooperation and heterogeneous grouping. This research proposed a new method to help cooperative learning for clustering. We use social networks. Social network is connected by many nodes and ties, which the researchers' patients pointed out. The type of social network is a collection of interconnected relations between organizations or individuals throughout the social network. Social network is a very important point for Western social psychologists to study interpersonal interactions. Social network also found out key person and the learner to understand the important factors that students have when choosing a partner, and for the students who need care, ask the instructions and the coaches to pay more attention and care. So the social network, we have the nodes, relation, content, and the direction, and the strengths, active and the passive relationship, and also the tie. So this point that node means that it can be points and lines constitute the basic element of social network analysis diagrams. Points are actors. The actors here not only refer to specific individuals, but also a group, company, school, city, countries, such as that. Relation is a feature square. It can be divided into 4 parts: content, direction, strengths. The content refers to the reason why 2 points are linked. For example, 2 actors have relationship formed because of friends, couples, and travel together. The direction can be divided into undirected and directed. The relationship between 2 points is undirected. Expresses is a straight line. The student wants to find out students to become members of the group, or to seek from others when there are problems. When choosing another party for one party, it's directional, pointing to the student who wants to find an error. And when choosing each other, expresses by double errors. And we also have we can analyze the strengths. It is the way relationship between actors is. The strengths criteria between the two are exist. For example, in the relationship between classmates, and relationships and number of times of co-hosting activities, joint travel, and joint action can be used to measure. We also have the active and passive relationship. The relation between the 2 actors is generated, and there will be an active and passive relationship. In the school social network diagram, actors is pointed by many arrows to indicate passive relationship. If the actor sends out many arrows, it is a more active relationship. We also have the tie can be used to explain the combination of the multiple relationships between actors and actors. Like some researchers in 1973 argues that the strength of the contract is a frequency of contract is an indicator. For the cooperation, the researchers hikers also believe that the cooperation learning is an organized structure. The process of students working through or groups learning together in addition to contributing to their own abilities also assisted others to complete their work. Cooperation can also promote students' relationships, communication skills, and high-level thinking skills. It can also foster students' ability to cooperate, ensure intergroup relationships, expand students' self-esteem, and promote academic achievement. The researcher Parker has said that cooperation learning provides a cooperation learning environment in a classroom learning environment where students can learn from peers in heterogeneous groups, so support each other's citizens, or share each other's perspectives, and finally share the results. In the cooperative learning environment, it is stood for foster more cooperative behavior. For our method, we use the three grouping method, which are grouping by S-type grouping, free grouping, and internal personal relationship grouping. We have the pre-test, post-test data analysis to understand the learning outcomes of the three different grouping methods and to explore the reasons that affected their learning effectiveness. This study controls the values as teaching method, teaching time, teaching content, teaching environment, teachers, and formal measurement. Post-test cell variation is grouping. One group is S-type, one group is free group, one group is considering the internal and the interpersonal relationship, and the variable item is learning effect and the group satisfaction. For that, this is a research method that we just showed that and I described that in figure 1. For the research method, we have the second level that students who are taught by the researchers are divided into 3 groups. According to the class, they are divided into different heterogeneous groupings, and considering interpersonal heterogeneity grouping for cooperative learning. So this is we have the 5 group in table 1. That this is S group. So if we want to do some change is that we said that the group of 5 people will have 2 maybe the heterogeneity group of the middle degree group, and 1 from the low degree group, and 1 in high degree group. So we have to find out that the leader, and then we can form 5 groups. So this is the A year B class adapt that a free heterogeneity grouping. So this group allows students to freely group, but must meet 2 groups of high level groups and one low level groups. So we show that in the figure, like this one. The heart signal means a high score group. The circle means middle score group, and the triangle means low score group. We use applying the Effectiness centrality. The Effectiness centrality means that we have the following expression. We call that formula and try to use the formula to count the shortest path from node S to node T. Then we can count pass through the V point. We can see this figure. Each node is a student, and the student's name is in the following the nodes. And the line connected to the point the node to node. That means the connection. So figure 3 shows that the illustration that the short capitals are centered. While long one are justified, the macro button chooses the corrective format automatically. Like you can see that there are some points that here have the bigger one. That means many people connect to choose this student. And see the other one is the very short, a very small one, like this one or maybe this one. That means it's the long people, the long student who need higher pay attention to them. In this session, present many results and study and discussion. For that, we have A, B, C groups. We do the pre-test and the post-test, and the number A class is 25, B class is 27, C class is 25. We have the mean, and we can count that. The three groups are all we have all the test interpretation show the significant. However, that we show the different about the encourage execution communication with group member will do something. Okay, this shows that the A, B, C groups. The A is the blue line, the B is the orange line, and C is a gray line. So we can see that the C can reach more higher score in 11 questions. So the result, the study indicates that cooperating learning and the heterogeneous grouping by student domain knowledge is useful. Also, this is suitable for cooperation. Additionally, we want to know student satisfaction with grouping. We design questionnaire to deal with it. So we can see that the average for the average score is 4.3. It's higher than others. The C class has well interpersonal interaction with each other and have sense of teamwork spirits, especially as item of group member will help the teacher. In this experiment, further shows that the grouping internal personal relationships works well. So we hope that this study can help people. If you want to do the cooperative learning method in your class, you can try to use this method. That means that use a cluster automatically, maybe k-means, maybe something, and then try to know the other attribute, like if the student have the leadership to be a leader, or these people is higher grade, middle grade, and the lower grade, and different level makes it as a team. So each cooperative team is not more than 5 people. Then it will have good grade in the learning effectively and the satisfy that. Okay, so We hope to do that, and this is the study. This study conclusion just showing you. Okay, thank you for listening.